Hello, Hotfix Nation, and welcome back to tonight's episode of Hidden Heroes, where we've been featuring a whole bunch of Barbie runs and speedrunners. This has been a really great time. I am so sad that we are rapidly approaching our end, but we're not done yet. Before we get to the last run of the night, I do want to shout out Hotfix. So if you're curious for what's coming up on Hotfix this week, or you're interested in ever running on GDQ Hotfix, you can check out this week's schedule and submit your runs to be showcased at gdq.gg/Hotfix. This is actually going to be our last week of broadcasting Hotfix before we go on a little bit of a hiatus. There are a lot of GDQ events that are happening within the span of a month or so. So we'll be taking a little bit of a break, but there's a whole bunch of content you're going to be able to watch. PAX West, Gamescom, Flame Fatales. So it's going to be a great time on the channel. And Hotfix will be back soon after that. But with that, I do want to introduce our last Barbie run of the night with Kay, who's going to be doing Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princesses any percent. So good luck, have fun, and take it away.
Thank you so much, Anarchy. Hello, this is Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princesses. I am Kay. I've played at least 2 Barbie games. Glad to add this one to the list. Joining me tonight is my good friend Soul Closet. Say hi.
Hi, I'm back. But I do not run this game, but I have been studying up with Kay recently, and I'm very excited to see it shown off at the highest level for all of y'all.
Yes, of course. And I'm going to count us down. We're going to start a new game. 3, 2, 1, go. So here we're going to skip this cutscene. We don't need it. I can explain the story to you pretty perfectly. I think I've been doing lots of Barbie research, Barbie lore. So see here, we're going to see our little pet kitty cat Twyla. And Twyla is very skilled and talented. I think we're going to see soon. She's good at apple bouncing. She's been practicing it, and we're going to show it off to the best of our ability.
Shout out Twyla. And I think you should explain what we might be trying to find by way of Twyla bouncing these apples.
Of course. Like we all know, in the forest, in the leaves, in the trees, there are just enchanted flutes lying about. So we are going to be looking for the first piece of an enchanted flute. We're going to be looking for 3 pieces at this beginning section of the game. And it's just up there in the trees. It's just staying up there with the power of leaves. It's sort of stuck. And it's still there, but we're going to knock it down. And here we're going to do the first bit of tech in the game, and we're going to show it off again soon, in case you sort of missed that. But yeah,
that tech is called a celebration skip. Basically, once you see a visual indicator that the character on screen, in this case it was Twyla, is doing a celebration for you clearing the minigame, you can use the menu to exit that minigame, and it still counts your progress, so it is faster than waiting around for the animation.
That is so true. You know, she puts her little paws in the air, and we immediately leave. We don't want to see that. And I think it may have hurt her feelings, because she just continues to run away from us for the entire game. She just doesn't like to hang around Genevieve, who is Barbie, by the way. I will be alternating between using
spoilers.
Barbie. I'm so sorry. It's, we get to see glimpses of Twyla, but, she just doesn't linger very long. It's a little bit depressing. Oh man. So anyways, we see that Mother Magpie has a piece of the flute. So in exchange for the flute, I guess we're taking care of her children for her? Oh, man.
Yeah, she is too busy holding the flute to feed her children, but once we feed her children, she decides that it's time to put down the flute, which I don't think makes any sense, but we get the flute, so I don't think we really care. The kids are fed, we have the flute. Everyone.
Yeah. The third bird is my favorite there. He has the spiky feather hair. I don't know. It's quite charming.
I do like that one. And that was another celebration skip there.
Yes, and now from here on out, we can just do the celebration skips immediately for those who are waiting on certain visual cues. But now, I will just try to menu as quickly as possible during specific minigames. And we're going to the last piece of the flute. It is at the boathouse, which is a canonical area in the film. The Enchanted Glen, which we have landed in, I suppose, is not canon to the film.
Unfortunately. And I think these platforms here moving so rhythmically would be a good opportunity for us to explain cycles. So each area of this game, designated between loading screens, runs on a unified cycle. So you might
Can we get back to that 1 second? I just want to see where Twyla goes. So Twyla's very mysterious, and this is our best opportunity to watch her. So we're going to hit her trigger very late. So let's follow Twyla. Everyone, keep a very close eye on her. We need to know where she goes. So she's walking.
Runs over the gap.
She runs over the gap. Very mysterious. We get a better glimpse of that up here. There she goes.
This cat is awesome.
Doing great.
Yeah, and there she goes. She's thrown into the ground.
Oh my gosh. Kay kept that from me the whole time we were looking at this game.
I was very excited to show everyone.
That's beautiful.
And we will
we'll have a better opportunity to explain cycles later when we get to more platforms where it's more relevant.
I just thought it was important for everyone to see Twyla. She's like the best part of this game, I think. Stump jump. Oh, okay. I messed it up a little bit, but that's okay.
She may have found the final piece of the floor.
And this is the fun. Yeah, you know, she just burrowed her way over here. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Great job.
This puzzle is the same every time, but the jigsaw pieces around it spawn in different locations. So that's the difficulty there. And that is a celebration skip as well. It skips the rotation, I suppose, of that flute.
Each archway will take.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'll go for it.
I'm so sorry I'm talking over you a little bit, but I was stuck there for a second because I didn't hit the escape key. This game is made for 5-year-olds. It's made for babies. And they didn't want the babies to skip the tutorial dialogue. So this game primarily controls with arrow keys, spacebar, and mouse. But to skip all the tutorial stuff, you hit the escape key because it's very sneaky like that. Kids don't know where that is. So that's what we have to do in this run constantly. And you can cut off everyone's voice line essentially with the escape key. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, so all throughout the game, you're going to hear people get cut off, and that's just by pressing escape. But it is important because you save a lot of time being able to move before you would otherwise.
For sure, for sure. And
so something that's going to become relevant as we complete more minigames here. Now that we've gotten the flute, the game really opens up. There are 4 sections with multiple activities in each, one in each of the cardinal directions. Am I correct in remembering that this is the east section?
Yes, the crystal streams are to the east.
We need to find a way.
Yeah, so we're in the east section, the crystal streams, and as the name of the game might imply, there are 12 dancing princesses. Wow, crazy. And we need to help each of them activate their dancing slippers, and the way that we're going to, activate that enchantment and get them ready to help us complete the plot of the game is by doing a minigame in their vicinity, and then something special that we'll see momentarily.
For sure.
Good job.
And we made it up these crystal platforms. I could have been more aggressive there, but it's very punishing. If you fall or get stuck in between the crystals at all, the game insta-kills you and respawns you at the bottom. So, I'd rather not do that today. I really don't want to show off the sparkle death animation just yet. We'll get to that probably in the Western Garden, in the Hanging Gardens, coming up soon.
You and Tyler make a great
Yeah.
team.
So here, this minigame is a lot harder than it looks to execute because the only keys you use are the arrow keys and space. So space jumps up to the flowers and over the stumps, but also ducks under the hanging plants. And whether it goes up or down when you want it to is not random, but very unintuitive.
And can anyone guess why we collected flowers there in this princess game? And maybe, I'm sure everyone knows, but Soul?
Oh, definitely. I would have to say it's probably because it was vitally important and we skipped some kind of story that explains why. I mean, it must be, right?
Well, you see, princesses love flowers, and so if you just collect enough of them falling in the ether, they'll just know and they'll be summoned to your location, like a drone.
Oh, see, I love drones. That makes so much sense.
And of course, this is Princess Ashlyn. She is doing her beautiful, beautiful dance.
Shout out Ashlyn. So I alluded earlier that there was something special we'd be doing, and that is a dancing section. These are not player input. Nothing is happening right now. We are just watching.
Nothing is happening right now. Okay.
Okay. I mean to say, there's no way to save time, And we're going to be watching all 12 princesses dance. So if you thought you weren't going to get any dancing, the game has dancing in the title. You were misled.
Oh my goodness. The dancing here is so incredible. I expect all of you to know at least one dance, and we'll do a group dance together. I can just tell if you're doing it.
There's homework after for this.
Yeah. At home, do a dance.
Yes. For real, for real. And this is the last princess we can actually do in the Crystal Streams for now, because Princess Genevieve, Barbie, is the last princess, and her area is here. So we're only doing 2 princesses at this moment, but from here on out, we do 3 princesses per area every single time. Oh. So
oh yeah, go ahead.
Brutus is close. That's our pet parrot, Scooch. You may have heard him speak. I'm sure you all really like his voice, and you love his interruptions. We can't turn him off in the game. He's there. And he's telling us to collect the gems on the ground, not the princess gems. The gems on the ground mean nothing. You can buy no clothes. It doesn't add to a point total. They're just there for aesthetics. I don't know why they insisted on adding this constant reminder. Yeah.
But yeah, so Scooch will always be trying to tell you to get the gems before Brutus the monkey comes down from his little rope and gets them. But it doesn't matter, so we're only going to do that when they're on the optimal path, and therefore you will see Brutus steal a lot of gems. And that has literally 0 bearing on the game in a speedrun or casually.
Yeah, it's pretty beautiful. And, you know, we really want Brutus to get all the gems, so every time I can, I will just let him do that.
Keep a good watch out.
Shout out Brutus. Brutus belongs to, I believe she's Duchess Rowena.
Yeah.
And you might want to explain kind of what the plot of the game is here, why she's relevant. You know, we haven't seen her with our eyes in this run so far. So who?
I think I'll do that during the next dancing segment, because these are laggy lily pads, and if you don't limit your frames to below 220, this minigame will just like sort of crash the game, freeze the system. Barbie sort of dislikes us playing this game on Windows 11. Fun fact.
Yeah, we need to use a frame limiter or else this game crashes. That was a really good one cycle.
Yeah, thank you. I got 1 cycle, but unfortunately 1 lily pad was kind of slow, but that's okay. Still pretty good time. And this is Princess Blair. She's a horse girl.
Shout out Blair.
Oh, and so the plot of the game. Our evil cousin, Duchess Rowena, is poisoning our father, King Randolph, because, of course, she wants the kingdom. But she's also like an evil teacher character to the 12 princesses here. So she kind of makes them wear gray dresses in the film, and, you know, it's very depressing and sad. So they escape to this magical world, you know, to escape the hardship of their princess lifestyle, of course. But then at the start of this game, she and her evil henchmen with the very big mutton chops chop off the exit to this magical world, and we are stuck down here, and we somehow know our father is poisoned and dying and needs help. So we are trying to save him by collecting a magical elixir. And, you know, with the power of love, dance, and magic water, we can do anything, right, gamers?
I think so. I think we definitely can.
And if that was a little nonsensical, you know, it's a lot to get through, but also this game is just a little odd, in case you couldn't tell.
Now, on the left side of the screen here, as we enter each of these directional locations, you might see a frozen golden man. Do you want to explain those frozen golden men, since we won't be interacting with them in the run?
Well, they're frozen golden men, and they have voice lines in the game, and they tell you little cute poems about the areas you're about to enter. The poems repeat no matter what you do. But, you know, it's really nice they wanted to be cool. And you should really keep an eye out on all of the little pavilion areas around the Golden Men. It's a bit hard to describe, but you may notice some princesses populating in those as well.
Yeah, it's not just golden men, but frozen princesses too, which is interesting.
Everyone's part of the action.
Everybody's part of the action. Genevieve is the most part of the action, though, because we're making some pretty tight jumps. I feel like this is one of the first areas we've seen so far where you could pretty easily miss a lot of these jumps. It looks pretty cut and dry.
Oh, there it is. That's okay. But yeah, it's a lot more difficult.
It looks pretty cut and dry when they're missing it, but yeah, it's more difficult than it seems.
It's hard to describe, but imagine every single platform has an invisible wall that goes up just 3 inches. So, you know, as long as you jump over it fine, there's no problem. But if you try to walk straight off the platform without jumping, you're gonna get stuck. You're gonna get toe stubbed. And we try to avoid that at all costs throughout this run.
Yeah, but if you see Barbie stop on the edge of a platform where it would make sense if we had jumped off of it instead, that's a toe stub. It looks like she's just stubbing her toe, and that's why we call it that.
And And we made the fast cycle there, and that is because cycles in this game just work on when you load into an area. And, you know, as soon as you load into an area, as long as you perform the same actions quite consistently, you will know when you get to an area. That one is pretty generous, but it is definitely possible to miss, but we did pretty good.
Dancing if we're going to save father.
Yeah, good platforming section there. Only one fall, and now we're playing DDR. What's this princess's name?
She's Princess Kathleen, and Twyla is vibing with her, of course. And these poor princesses, they're only 5 years old, and they are stuck in the wilderness. We are trying to save them.
Keep on dancing if we're going to save
Man, and look at her go. I mean, this is called freestyle fun, and she truly is going for it.
dancing.
She's having fun.
Find the elixir.
Yeah.
Although you wouldn't know it from her face, she kind of looks a little bit, like,
We have
wistful.
to keep on dancing.
Well, you know, she does want to get out of here to save father, find the elixir, all the things.
That's true.
Go.
Man. Anyways, we're also going to do a celebration skip here. It's kind of why I'm hovering over that.
And these were the princess gems we referred to earlier, the little gems you place into the holder before the dancing section for each princess. Those are completely separate from the gems in the overworld in that they actually mean something.
Joyce.
Yes. And after every single minigame, there's a cutscene. We, of course, skip it. But in the cutscene, it's the same every time, except for one princess, but it's the same every time. It says, "Hello, Genevieve, I couldn't find the elixir." She's like, "That's okay." And then she's like, "We need to dance to save our father." And then they're like, "But my dancing slippers are ruined." And then Barbie goes, "What if we used your gem to make them beautiful again?" That sounds great. And then we, of course, attach the gem to the shoes. And then in this dancing scene, it's actually a flute playing in the background. I know you can't tell, but this is the enchanted magical flute playing all these beautiful tunes for us.
That's a very interesting flute.
Well, it is magical. You know, it was we found it in a tree just floating there, so it could do about anything, I think.
That's true.
Oh, man. Oh, we're getting to the best princess in the entire run. Well, okay. I don't know. Maybe she's tied for first. This is the gay princess, of course. We all know her. We all love her.
What's her name?
We don't know that yet. They're semi-randomized. It's a little bit hard to describe, but the 5-year-old princesses, the one we just did DDR for, they're the same in every zone, but the two, like, adult teenage princesses change every zone, but doesn't choose between the list of all 12 princesses. It chooses between a list of just 2 princesses.
Oh, you know, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I know the 2 options it could be, but, you know, I'm not trying to assign anyone a sexuality that they don't relate to, so I'm not going to say who it could be.
You know, I think that's very respectful of you towards the princesses.
Thank you. We made a pretty good cycle there, so I'm going to go for a trick called YOLO jump. It's because you cannot see the platform as you're jumping for it, and it's pretty safe, and we just outdid
Hey.
it. Wow.
Nice.
And you can see the rainbow we are headed for, of course. Oh, that was such a beautiful jump there. Oh my goodness, can I just say that?
Yeah, that was really nice.
Wow.
Let's keep searching.
And we're gonna keep searching, and we're going to find this elixir. I'm really sorry if this devolves into me just repeating voice lines that Genevieve says. This is what most of the game is.
I feel like that's what we've been doing all
Yeah.
day. To be entirely
Yeah.
reasonable, like,
So loud.
Hey, hi, how you doing?
we have to find the elixir.
Man. Ooh, okay, so these platforms are pretty, you can't really get over them super quickly, but that is okay. We're chilling, we are vibing. As we progress throughout the game, you'll generally notice that the areas are going to get simpler for us to do. That's because in the PC version, you can go to any area you want to first. So I choose to do the more difficult areas first, and then just sort of take it easy as the run progresses. It's 50 minutes long. I just like relaxing, you know?
Yeah,
And vibing.
hanging out with my princesses.
Yeah. So the plot of this game is that we are building the rainbow with gems, and we are trying to get to the top of the rainbow to find the princess gem. And we're building it even though we saw the rainbow in the background on the jog up.
That's normal and fine.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Of course. And we are, of course, a mouse pointer controlling a rain cloud. And we want to avoid the rain clouds because, you know, it makes us a little bigger and it makes it harder to avoid future rain clouds.
The rainbow.
I like your personification of yourself as a mouse pointer. Like, it's kind of meta.
You know, it is a little meta, but, you know, the game calls it the spacebar, so I feel fine acknowledging the reality we all live in.
Oh.
To take each
Oh,
back to the central pavilion.
of course, this is Courtney. Say hi to Courtney, the newest lesbian.
Hi, Courtney.
Hi, Courtney.
I like her little jig that she does during this section. I think they all kind of do that, but I like Courtney specifically. She's a favorite of mine.
Beautiful.
True. You know, she is a nerd.
Oh,
so it
wow,
makes sense you like her.
wow.
True. You know, she is a nerd, so it makes sense you'd like her. But of course, we're doing more dances, and to kind of elaborate on this, we can't. Okay, I'll later. I'm so sorry, but they do 12 dance moves. We select 6 dance moves, and the reason we don't like move the mouse to pick like shorter dance moves is just because like they take about the same amount of time. This minigame in total from move selection to actual dancing is always 60 seconds, like with like maybe a 1 second variance. So imagine moving the mouse to like maybe try saving that half a second. You can see the time loss a mile away, so we just don't even mess with that.
That makes sense. It reminds me a little bit of Barbie Sparkling Ice Show. That's an ice skating game from a similar era, but in that game you choose the moves you're going to do in your ice skating routine, and it actually does matter a lot because the animations are wildly different lengths. So if they're not, there's no reason you'd go through all the trouble to select them.
I haven't really been mentioning this. It's not relevant until later, but I will say it. We have to collect these music note looking things because it unlocks the golden gate to all of these areas. And they're always fairly obvious. A giant arrow points to them and a sound effect plays when you pick it up. But you know, you can miss them and it can mess up your run if you're just not focusing on it.
Yeah.
Wow, we can see for miles.
And we can see for miles up here. Sorry. Go
No.
on.
You said there's a golden gate and you were on a bridge, so this game canonically takes place in San Francisco. I'm calling it.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Keep our
Yeah,
I've never been to San Francisco.
No,
It's just like this.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
man.
just like this, yeah.
I guess I should visit. I'd be really good at navigating. Ooh, let's see if we can fall in this hole.
They may have found
Okay. You can just barely make it in there.
we might need to walk over to
Proud of you.
monument to get to the other
Thank you.
side.
That's fine because the cycle here is very generous. We're totally fine, so it's no big deal.
I was worried
I'm going
about
to
whether or not that at lost time, and if you just did it just for the fun of it, but it lost time, you know, it would have been kind of iconic, but I'm glad to know it was free.
Yeah, we're going to be trying to do a cool jump here. Even if I miss it, I think you'll get the idea of what I'm going for. And it's something I discovered as a child, and I was really happy to bring it to the game when I started speedrunning it.
We need to put it on.
So we did miss it, but you can jump on the sides of those platforms, and it does get you a better cycle. We're going to be a little bit slow, but it's not a huge time loss, unlike some of the cycles are if you miss them. Anyways, though,
That
this
took
is
really hard.
it's really hard, and it's a little bit depressing, I guess, to miss such a big trick on this really large stage. And like, I don't know, y'all. I'm just gonna set off some fireworks, I think, to cope.
If to pre
Now, you said you were going to set off some fireworks.
incredible
Hey, so
You know, when are they going to...
where's the?
You don't see them? What are you talking about?
Oh,
I mean,
we have a problem.
Not, yeah, where's the?
tech issue?
Where's the fireworks?
Not actually.
So you don't actually have to select the fireworks for that minigame, obviously. It's not like this show where you're forced to select a move to progress. Those are really nice to us, and we have 2 more just like it upcoming in the run. It's a really nice, just sort of chill moment. You know, we really need some more chill moments with all this dancing, I think.
Yeah. You know, sometimes you need a fireworks show, sometimes you need a nothing show.
Yeah, I mean, the night sky was just so beautiful. I didn't want to smog up the air. The pavilion is just so smoky in here. We kind of like getting out of here as like quick as possible, you know?
You know, we said it takes place in San Francisco, but sometimes with all the smog, I think this game takes place in LA.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Fine.
It's okay. When we see each other, you know, you can get to enjoy the air where I live just for a little bit,
There'll
you
be
know?
clean air for 2 days, and then I gotta go back to my smog prison.
Smog prison sounds terrible. Oh no. Man, do they have smog dances in smog prison?
I haven't learned any.
Oh no. Well, that'll change today.
Okay. I gotta do a smog dance.
We're headed to the water terraces. Can you guess what the theme is going to be?
I think it's gonna be fire.
You're so wrong. You need to use context clues.
This path will take us to the
Anyway, this is a little bit hard to collect. I like Soul. We're friends. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I was expecting you to call me stupid, and I was gonna be cool with it.
No, that's only if you mess up leaves. No.
Wow.
No.
One playing. And
Yeah.
these lily pads are harder to jump on than they look because the folds in them are actual like changes in geometry, and because of toe stubbing, changes in geometry make it more likely that you'll toe stub. So getting across those cleanly is super cool. There's also a trick here that I'll let you.
We do 2 jumps, and we run straight across, and we should be able to make the fastest cycle here, and it's very slick and smooth. Wow.
It is. We made the cycle.
Ooh. And we get to see musical sprites. So, Soul, can you describe to me what's going on in this minigame from your perspective?
I feel like what we're doing is we're taking a bubble, famously the most durable of materials, and we're using it to move a spiky ball into an opaque solid object.
reach the top of the waterfall.
So I believe that's what's happening. Yeah.
You missed one step in that. It's that we're trying to get to the top of the waterfall to collect a water-based gem.
And that just makes sense and is normal.
Yeah,
In my
completely. Okay, good. We can chill. Oh, and you'll get to see something really fun here. Okay, if the sprite comes down, they just followed the texture of the waterfall itself, so we can just see.
You just see the sprite texture is sideways at the top there. It's one of my favorite things.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And we have to get 4 sprites here, and this should be the last one. This actually should be Isla. It's always been Isla. I thought this was random, but it's just always her.
Shout out Isla.
Oh, this is Princess Isla. Did I mention that we got Princess Delia for fireworks? I don't think I did. It was Princess Delia back there in green.
That sure is a
Anyways, can you guess what Isla's personality will be just from her vibes, you know?
Ooh. You know, I have a feeling that she might be sporty.
No, you're wrong.
I'm
so
wrong?
sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, she likes stilts. You know, she's 12. It's something everyone gets into around that age.
Oh, yeah, you know, I remember, you know, it's like parents always say that when your kid's a toddler, you have the terrible twos, and then when they're 12, you have the stilts.
Terrible stilts?
The terrible stilts, yeah.
I think
And they are twins, so like twice the height. Kind of scary.
Whoa.
I know. You'll see the other one coming up soon. She just has blonde hair, but she also has her hair in a very long ponytail. Before Ariana, so.
Oh, iconic.
Yeah, maybe she played this game, you know?
Surprised she doesn't use more stilts.
I know, right? Yeah, I think it would really improve some of her shows.
Yeah.
the only way we can.
Well, not, you know, just enhance the experience. I've never seen many pop musicians use stilts on stage.
You're digging yourself into a hole, okay?
I am. I need to escape the hole by aiming for this key.
Or maybe by using some
Take us
stilts.
to my show fountain.
Oh no. I have to pull out my old pair. They're the wrong size now.
Oh no.
Oh no. It's okay.
It's really hard though.
Somewhere around here.
And we just die to get a nice respawn here.
Yeah, normal.
That is the most difficult key to collect in the whole game.
Somewhere.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Watch out for the
You're done now.
They may
Yeah. And we're going to get to see another beautiful show. The theme is water related. Perhaps you may have guessed. And I'm sure we'll get to see lots and lots of effects shown off.
Oh, there must be tons of manually hand-selected water effects that we're going to see right now.
Yeah. So it includes water just flowing, some swans, a bird.
There's a bird, yeah.
There's some gems on the ground floating. I'm surprised Brutus isn't stealing them right now. He really needs them. Some gem money, I think.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Damn.
No. Well, I guess it actually makes sense because Brutus works for the evil Duchess Rowena, and Duchess Rowena is completely broke. She like steals Genevieve's mother's chalice to like pay for the hemlock that kills the king. So yeah, I guess they really do need money.
Yeah, I suppose so. Speaking of chalices, I don't know if you ever explained the chalice that's normally in the top right of the screen when we're in the overworld.
I guess I didn't. I'm sorry I forgot such an important part of the game. You know, there's just sort of a lot to get to and explain. I'm just, you know, we live and we learn, and I will show you as we escape this dancing sequence. Did I call it the government-mandated dance break? Because this is the government-mandated dance break, by the way.
The boogie. We have the vibe.
Yes, Hadley here, she has to do that. I mean, how else would she
Is she
live?
the other Stilt sister?
Yes, she's the other Stilt sister. They have the same personality, as all twins do.
I think it's amazing that we don't see them on stilts at all.
You know, it's the same way, you know, we don't see Blair with a horse, you know, instant L. I'm surprised I even got to show off my game without a horse in it.
Blair, you know.
The only way we can get back.
Oh my gosh.
A second.
It always takes me a second.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Oh, yes.
This path, keep a good eye out for any keys so you can unlock the gates at the end of the path.
That was some nice wisdom.
Use the arrow
Yeah,
keys to
so
grab
the
any
chalice
longer
gives you tutorial
to cross the
dialogue.
path for an obstacle.
And you might be surprised to learn that in the actual 12 Dancing Princesses movie, there was not a tutorial chalice. But in the game, there is.
I think it's a really big loss, and I really want y'all to all, you know, maybe just think ahead. We're going to get to the final area of this game. You know, we're clearly gamers who are, like, pretty competent at this game, and I want you to guess what the tutorial chalice is going to be telling us at the end, because, boy oh boy.
I mean, it must be some really complicated speed tech if we're this far into the game.
You know, you're probably right. Actually, the reason I'm speedrunning this game is because the tutorial chalice told me all the tips and tricks.
Wow.
Right.
Right up its time.
True. And this is Princess Lacey. Princess Lacey, when I played this game as a kid, I hadn't seen this movie, which is kind of weird because I watched a lot of the Barbie movies, but I hadn't seen this one. But for playing this game, I knew two things. Barbie was Princess Genevieve, and that Lacey is responsible for everything wrong in the world.
Oh.
So she is the reason we lost the elixir that's going to save our father. If she hadn't misplaced it, our father would already be cured. We'd already be escaping. The princesses wouldn't be scattered to the winds. Like, she is legitimately the only reason we are playing this game. And throughout all of her cutscenes, she just expresses incredible guilt and shame at having lost this elixir.
You can see it on her face, low-key. She looks distraught.
She does look a little distraught there. But, you know, it's okay. I guess we can forgive her. Her personality is that she loves bugs, like all of the other triplets, and she loves being clumsy. I guess that's how she lost the elixir.
You know, at least she's living her truth.
You know, she really is. And I mean, living your truth, if it looks like that, I mean, sign me up.
If living your truth looks like this, I think I might start lying.
I might have to join you in that. Maybe I don't want to live my truth.
Yeah, but shout out Lacey, you know?
Shout out Lacey. You know, she was the only other main character, and it's for a terrible reason. The game did her so dirty. The game did all of the princesses dirty who weren't Genevieve or Lacey. Oh, I can mention this now. Genevieve also has a one-dimensional personality type in the film, even though she's the main character there as well. And it's that she's always late. We're not going to do that today, okay? We're breaking cycles by getting on these cycles,
She's
okay?
looking at you. She's saying, I'm not going to be late this time.
We're not gonna be late. Ooh, the next minigame is called Dance and Step, Strut and Sway, and we're going to meet my favorite princess. You know, I said it was like maybe Courtney, but they're tied for first for this upcoming dancer.
I'm very excited.
Yes, and I am, I am pleased to say that this game has been really stressful thus far, and we all need to take a nice chill pill. So these next jumps and platforming areas, we're just gonna take a step back and just not stress about it. Just like very flat areas, no rotations, a few buttons here and there, but generally just a nice good time.
Yeah, it's very nice. That's one of the benefits of, being able to route the segments pretty much however you want, is that, ultimately we did the hard stuff. Now we're going to do the easy stuff as we round out the last couple of princesses.
And upcoming is a trick. It's actually pretty simple. It is possible to miss, but it's mostly one of those things, and once you learn it, you can always just sort of do it. And we're never going to give in. So I like jumping early here. I haven't really mentioned it, but it's hard to maintain momentum in this game. So you kind of have to have a running start to every single jump you want to make with any sort of distance. So I've just been trying to do that throughout this run, and I will be continuing to do it.
Yeah, you fall so quickly from these jumps. The arc of the jump is very unnatural compared to other similar platformers, and so it can be really unintuitive when you first play this game. I'm not a runner of this game, but I have completed it, and it was very difficult for me to make these jumps that Kay is just doing.
This is Janessa, by the way. She's incredible. She is the best. She has the best dance moves.
Oh, she's
by far.
Yeah.
Yeah, she goes with it with her full heart and soul.
Anybody in the Barbie community will know what I'm talking about, but there's a gif of a different game called Barbie Team Gymnastics where the characters are doing dance moves similar to this. And
No, it's not that game. It's not that game. It's not Team Gymnastics. It's the one with the it's the Twin Towers in the background. I can't recall the name, but it's not Team Gymnastics.
Why is that how you remember that game?
I don't know. It's very iconic. Okay.
I suppose it is, but there's another Barbie game with a gif that we all share around where it looks basically like this, and I'd like to propose that the Barbie community starts using Janessa's dance as a gif as well.
We really should. I think if we added it, it would definitely gain some traction.
Yeah. That's all we're trying to do by being Barbie speedrunners is go viral, obviously.
Of course.
Can you imagine?
I mean, I don't want to be sick, but whatever.
Okay, all right. You don't have to worry about becoming sick because you're already sick.
Oh my goodness, heart.
100.
And then they completely removed Janessa's heart and soul and made her do this generic dance. I'm sorry I'm trash talking this dance, but like, she had the skills to do great things, and here she is.
She's just flipping her little hand.
I know. I mean, she was going places.
Yeah. To be fair, I really like her music.
I think the music is random. I'm really not certain. I used to run without the music on for this game because, this flute is really nice and it can play some good tunes, but it gets a little repetitive, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, and also they're dancing on this, beautiful, ballet thing. But that's not in the movie at all. The circle in the movie has 12 different flower icons. It's really cute, but they just didn't make it for this game. I figure it's because this game released 1 month after the movie did, so I just don't think they had that asset available to them, if I had to guess, which is a little weird, but whatever.
You could see it being the case.
Yeah, because it is a bespoke thing in the movie, but it's the most iconic part of the movie because they dance on all 12 spots to unlock the magical world. It's the thing of the movie, if you included anything, aside from all 12 princesses, of course.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You need to make 12 dancing princesses. You need 12, you need princesses, and you need dancing. And then you need circle. And they were so close.
They were. And here we are stepping on buttons, skipping the cutscene, and continuing on. Some cutscenes are, of course, just dialogue, but a lot of them are just objects moving in the world, and we like not seeing them move in the world and just having it happen. Let's see. Yes, I did it.
Nice. That's a hard jump.
It's so fun.
It's great. And here we're going to be coming up to our next nothing show.
Nothing show? That's really offensive, actually. It's a light show.
Okay. So what are you going to do with the lights?
Well, I'm going to set them off and we're going to look at the sparkles going on in the background.
I guess that's more than the other nothing shows, to be fair.
Yeah,
but 3 golden women instead of golden men. Equality.
True. But these sparkles always seem to be going off. It seems like a fire hazard inside this chapel area. I don't even know what it is.
I like to imagine that they're grinding wheels of metal back there.
Oh my gosh, that's how they make all the platforms and stuff. They're all made there.
Rowena made a factory that Brutus works at, and that's why he's only available every so often to steal a gem.
So true. This is also Princess Fallon. Keen-eared viewers surely have noticed a pattern by now. Or if you've seen the movie, I'm sure you know this. But, spoiler alert, they're all named in alphabetical order from eldest to youngest. Like, when they started having, at their second child, they're like, we're having a lot of princesses specifically. We just have to go in alphabetical order to recall all of them. Like, no unique names.
Brutal. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? And I do like, you know, Princess Fallon, right? Like, you know, my headcanon is she's secretly Jimmy Fallon.
Man, you know, I think she has the charisma.
Yeah, you know. Look at her. She's doing that.
True. She's also the romantic type. That is her personality. Isn't that nice?
Oh. Well, good Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, that's what Jimmy Fallon always does. He's just nice and chill.
Her thing.
Yeah. Every show ends with the signature consensual smooch on the cheek.
And a dance.
Oh my god, true.
So we're grabbing the key here. This is a silver gate, though.
Yeah, well, you know, I guess it'll be fine, because we are going to get to see Twyla again in her own minigame. Whoa.
Let's go. Twyla mentioned.
Yeah, she is actually the last minigame we're doing. Unique minigame, let me say that. So I guess live it up, enjoy it, you know? Look at this beautiful Twyla action upcoming. Left.
Oh, left. You know, so true.
That's the only difficult button in the game because it's left, and you know, gamers never look left.
Wild stereotypes being created for gamers. So.
We're going to run forward a bit on this button because it's one of the ones that doesn't like triggering if you don't linger on it. I didn't really mention it, but way back in the lily pad area, that's how those buttons were. That's why I kind of ran a circle on them, just to be a little safe.
Yeah,
ooh.
We do, when you see the jitter once Kay steps on a button there, that jitter is pressing escape to skip something, just like we've been doing throughout the whole game, kind of quietly in the background. And because of that, you can skip too fast. And if you do, and you don't linger on the buttons for the correct buttons that need this, you will skip them activating at all, and it'll just be like you never stepped on them, and that's bad. So to make sure that things activate when we need them to, we just linger on some of the buttons, and it's still faster or as fast as, you know, waiting to press escape or something of that nature.
And this is Princess Edeline, and we also did one last celebration skip. Hope you enjoyed it. We're not seeing it again.
Wow. You know, I think the beauty of it is that I didn't see it the other times either.
Well, you know, I guess I can just go back to the beginning and do some more apple flute, you know? That's
Perfect. Yeah, let's just reset, you know? I do like that Edeline is kind of Princess Daisy, you know?
Yeah, very, very fun.
Like, we're, you know, Genevieve is Peach, Edeline is Daisy. King Randolph is Mario.
I was trying to think, yeah. Well, no, wouldn't like Blair or no, Blair would be Mario because she's in a red dress, right? Does she have dark hair? Yeah, she has dark hair as well, and she's very pale.
I guess maybe she would be like Maria, you know.
Oh man, I don't know
Princess
Mario
Mario.
lore like oh my gosh, that's so
Just
true.
making stuff up, and this isn't lore.
Aw, we can make it lore. We could all make a Mario fan game together.
Yeah. Maria and the 12 dancing Yoshis.
I feel like that has to exist though. Like a
Maria and the
It
12
probably
dancing
does.
Yoshis? Wow.
I hope it does.
Wow. That'd be so cool. And I'm so sorry, guys. We're entering the last princess, which is ourselves, and we only have one more dancing segment left.
I think this game teaches us an important lesson, which is that after you save all the other princesses in your life, the last princess you have to save is yourself. You know, there's a princess in all of us.
well, yes, actually. I feel like that's a good mindset to have.
Somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we can get the elixir of life.
All of us?
It's all of us.
Yeah. We can save the poisoned father of the soul,
Oh
you know?
gosh. Well, no, your father's fine. Don't worry about it, okay?
Oh,
we don't
yeah,
need
I
it.
think poison, you know, the father of the soul, yeah.
Also, the elixir we're collecting is just using magic water from this world to save father. But let's observe something really quick. Okay, that's what happens when you touch the water in this game.
Right.
So I don't know. Maybe he just needs to respawn.
I guess so, but I mean, is Barbie the same when she respawns? I can't tell. I can't see her face. I don't know if it's changing.
Cloning situation, like...
Does she just even know she's had these adventures? Like, is she just like running along, living her best life?
She doesn't know where she is, but you can't hear her. You know, it's internal monologue.
Her internal monologue is, why am I here? What am I doing? Why am I here? Why are there crystals?
And we're like, yay, dancing.
We twirl in place, celebratorily. By the way, when you jump multiple times in a row, you twirl in place. And sometimes you have like a toe stub. I'm really glad that it didn't respawn me at the beginning. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so... yeah, sometimes when we have toe stubs, we twirl, but we actually haven't really seen it much this run, which is kudos to me.
Really been toe stubbing. You're doing great.
Yeah. Oh, okay, this is a cycle we can miss. Let's not. I'm going to jump on this yellow crystal and then aim for the red one. Oof, we missed it. That's okay. We're going to have a little bit of a slow grass cycle up here, but you know, we live, we learn.
Better than missing that green one. Twirl.
Twirl.
Keep going. You can do it.
You know, I want to keep going. I wanted Brutus to get that gem. We were getting a little bit too close to it, I think.
Yeah.
Boop. Boop.
Click now to donate to the Brutus Support Fund.
Girl. Anyways,
Girl.
we gotta support Brutus.
Try
It's
not
okay.
skipping that platform this time.
But it's so fun.
It is fun.
We're totally fine on time, by the way, so it is all good. We are living, we are
that's
dancing, we are twirling.
We're live, laugh, loving.
True.
Yeah. We might even be princessing.
Oh, yes.
There's no Ken, but you know, he's here somewhere, probably.
I can imagine Ken. But
Yeah.
who needs Ken?
We don't need
you
a
know?
Ken.
True.
Exactly.
Yeah. Barbie can do whatever she wants to do, you know?
True. I guess Derek is Ken, even though he's not, like, blonde in this game. Oh, wait, Derek. Yeah, he's the one who's been playing the enchanted
Explain
flute.
the one guy, yeah.
No, we haven't. Okay, so I'm sorry I never did this before, but Derek, he's the one playing the enchanted flute, and the enchanted flute obviously makes our slippers magical. That's why we have to do that for every single princess, because every single princess needs beautiful magical slippers before they can return to the real world.
And enchanting the gems is how that's achieved, so that's why we need the gems, which we get by completing the minigames. It all makes sense.
And of course, our cycles reset there because we entered a new loading zone, which is good for me. I'm going to be attempting a pretty big jump. I don't usually make it, but you have to go for it. It saves a lot of time if you make it. We're going to be aiming for this blue gem up here and skipping the cutscene. That's why it's so tight.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, but
That
you...
one's so hard.
So if you do make that jump, you can run on that circular platform and then run on the green platform, and you can clearly see the time save right there.
Unfortunate.
Yes, but it is chill. Genevieve wants to take the scenic route. Oh, by the way,
To help Genevieve get to the vial of elixir, you'll need to press your arrow keys in space.
guys, let's press the arrow keys and spacebar to play this game.
Drop a direction in chat if you're pressing your arrow keys right now.
True. And we're still learning about gems. I mean, that's the great thing about this game is it never trusts you. It never will just assume you know how to play it. And I think we all need that
I
sometimes.
forgot everything.
I really did. I mean, you know, Scooch saw my last performance there on those gems, and he's like, girl, gotta help her out.
I do have a
And Genevieve...
I do have a quick question from chat.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
In your opinion, the both of you, which Barbie game is the most sort of 3D platformer?
Ooh, okay, so if you want like a really difficult 3D platformer, I haven't played it, but I'd say Barbie Explorer.
Yeah.
And if you want like a really fun, glitchy one, Secret Agent Barbie PC. Is
Yeah,
that sort
I
of-
think SAB PC, Secret Agent Barbie, SAB, whatever. We've names for
Yeah.
these things. But SAB PC is probably like the gold standard as far as from like a speedrunner's perspective. Like the kind of people who will be in the GDQ chat would probably enjoy SAB PC. But Barbie Explorer is hard, but kind of like more interesting as a casual experience at the same time, I would say maybe.
Yeah.
And you know, this game, I feel like it's middle of the road, but not in a bad way. Like it's just kind of
Yeah.
here, but that doesn't mean that it's not worth checking out.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's definitely fun. I mean, it does have some good platforming sections, but it's a little bit obvious to tell, you know, not everyone wants to dance for 12 minutes in their run. But, you know, it's still a good time, and I really do like the vibes. I think it's a beautiful game. Like, it's obviously from 2006, but, like, I don't know, it's just kind of beautiful in, like, a really dream sequence sort of way.
I love the kind of, like, pink cast that this game has. Like, I mean, this area...
Oh, also, sorry. We're jumping on the best rock. It's just a normal rock.
Oh, okay. Got a normal rock. Let's go.
But you're so right. You know, like the like maybe orange tinge to like Mexico. You know, this has a pink tinge because it's Barbie Land.
Barbie Princess Land in Breaking Bad, it would be pink.
Oh my gosh, so true.
Wow.
You know, maybe the whole GDQ stream has just been slightly pink. Maybe I should take another look at that.
Yeah. Do not adjust your set, or whatever they used to say.
Oh, I don't know. What did they used to say?
You're too young for this. Get out of here.
Oh my god. Anyways, there's one more skip we could make. I'm not really sure why I'm even mentioning it. I've never made it, but you know, it's important to know. So let's just see. We can maybe get on this yellow platform?
Keep going.
Oh, that felt really close.
It always feels close is the problem. That's the issue with that jump. And we have to jump at the end because it goes away too quickly. And as we mentioned, the invisible walls that are, you know, like 1 foot high that you cannot get around.
Because the camera, so yeah. Yeah. It's just so many things at once. The world record is super, super impressive. For getting both the blue jump I missed and that jump. Like, absolutely great time. Yeah. This game, like, once you've played this game, it becomes, like, even more impressive, but even, like, seeing this here, it's like, you can tell, even though it looks like, oh yeah, it's just a kid's game, because I guess it is, you know, there's a lot that goes into it when you start optimizing it, and I think that's kind of the beauty of Barbie speedrunning, that we've, you know, one of the reasons we have such a big community around it, all things considered, is, like, you can take these relatively simple kids games that aren't really supposed to have any, like, super critical thought put into them, and when you break them down, like, every game's a game. There's stuff to do.
To take each princess back to the city.
I completely agree, Soul, and like, I don't know. I know this is maybe a bit off topic, but me and you both run Barbiethon. It only runs every 2 years, but like, I just love seeing everyone's Barbie game, everyone be so passionate, and like, I just learned about so many cool runs doing that, even though I like live, breathe, eat Barbie server, I still just get a chance to like see them all in full and people passionately talk about it, you know?
Oh yeah, because every game has its own little, you know, clique that runs it, and we all mingle and talk to each other, but when we, you know, when we organize Barbiethon or when we get to do a showcase like this, you get to see what everybody else has been up to while you've been in your own lab cooking, you know, and it's really fun to see, and you know, super. I guess we're kind of pre-thanking because the game is coming to a close pretty soon.
Yes, but you know, this dance, I'm sure you're all dancing along at home. You know, we told you to do it. You surely didn't forget, right?
I'm dancing right now. I'm just very good at breath control.
Oh my goodness, me too. How'd you know? We're both dancing right now.
Yeah. I moved my hands like you can see me.
No, I do have a cam, but I was really glad I made the decision to not have it on because I would have danced there. I would have committed for sure.
You're saying this is a bad thing.
Oh my gosh. So this is our beautiful light, water, and fireworks show. Don't you all appreciate it?
I mean, there is water.
Yeah.
And you are showing it to us.
Oh, also, this is after we've cured King Randolph, and we're celebrating Derek and mine's love. So look at this go. This is all of our sisters dancing. See the blonde guy? That's the king. His teeth are very scary. And then here's Derek, the man, the one man.
Shout out Derek.
You know, there's some nice fireworks. Don't know where they got those. And a heart.
Heart.
That's the run.
GG's.
Yay.
Yeah. Cool. I guess as we're wrapping it up, I don't know. I stream sometimes. I also go by K-Speeds on like YouTube and Blue Sky. Follow me for really awesome reposts. And please join the Barbie server. I don't know. It's just a really good time. And this game is the reason I got into speedrunning at all. Like, this is the only reason I started, and I have loved every second of it, truly. Soul?
Yeah, the Barbie speedrunning Discord is like, yeah, it's a Discord for Barbie speedrunning, and it's public, and you can join it from any Barbie Games Speedrun.com page. So always be plugging, but also like, there's like friendship there. I've met some of my favorite people in the world in the Barbie server, and like, Kay, thank you again for inviting me on to be here for your run, because like knowing you through this whole Barbie endeavor has like been super cool, changed my life for real. So like, thank you for being awesome, but also,
oh my gosh, gosh, thank you, Barbie.
Also, Kay mentioned it earlier, but Barbie-thon is a marathon that we hold biennially, once every 2 years, for Barbie video games, raising money for good causes. We just wrapped up our 2026 edition a couple of weeks ago, but if you'd like to stick around and follow us to see when another Barbie-thon event might be happening later down the line, then you can follow us at barbie.horse on Blue Sky or at Barbie-thon on other platforms. So check that out.
Yes, you should do that.
Also, I haven't plugged myself this whole stream, so I will say I'm Soul Closet 2. That's my Twitch username. You can find me on Blue Sky at straight-upgay.bluesky.social, and I stream when I want to, playing Barbie games mostly. But yeah.
Yeah, I think that about wraps it up for us.
Thank you both so much, both for this run and for this entire block of Barbie games tonight on Hidden Heroes. It was so much fun, and I'm so glad to have had you all on and to support the Barbie community, because Barbie is for everyone, and I really appreciate how welcoming and how open and how great of a community you all are, especially from an outside point of view. So congratulations on Barbie-thon just happening and on all the things that you did.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for choosing to showcase these runs. Everybody who's run today is super cool, part of the community, did well today, does well the rest of the time, and we appreciate the opportunity to show stuff off.
Of course. So with that, again, thank you so much for being on for this run of Barbie and the 12 Frenching Princesses, and of course all the other Barbie games that were on earlier tonight. But with that, we are going to go ahead and wrap up the show for tonight. So thank you all again for supporting the show and for supporting Games Done Quick. We really all appreciate it, especially Hotfix. But remember, my friends, you are all great and you are all heroes. This is going to be, again, the last Hidden Heroes episode for a little bit, as Hotfix is going to be going on hiatus after this week while we have everyone working on all the amazing events that GDQ is putting on. So if you happen to miss this episode or want to watch any other Hidden Heroes episodes, you can go to youtube.com/GamesDoneQuick. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please consider liking, subscribing, and becoming a channel member to support GDQ further. We really appreciate it. But with that, good night from me, and make sure you stick around for more awesome runs and runners on Express Lane after the break. Good night, everybody.